your thoughts on the matchup. Florida State's a hot team. It seems to be putting it together at the right time.
Yeah, so do we. So, I guess it's going to be, a good weekend. Somebody has to lose. So, both teams are playing really well. I think both teams have a lot of, momentum and a lot of confidence in themselves. So, we're going with our best guy tomorrow night, and, we'll see what happens.
How important is that confidence? Because we've seen it, come and go. It seems like guys like Saul, are really doing a great job with Chandler, and Watson seems to get hot in the postseason right now. Is that really?
Oh yeah, it's unreal how much the mind can control things. Even with myself, I went through a rough patch in the middle of the year where you're kind of putting too much pressure on yourselves, and a lot of times the game's not as hard as it seems, but when you're going bad, it seems like it's a lot harder than you're making it seem. So I don't know. It's just that weird balance of when you're going well, you're not thinking about too much. You show up to the field, you don't think about the game or anything until you start playing, and then when you're going bad, you're putting pressure on yourself. So I think everybody's in that mindset right now where everybody's loose, relaxed. We don't even have to think about the game too much. We just go out there and just let it rip. And we're kind of an autopilot almost, where we're just going and just playing, and we kind of have those instincts of what we need to do.
You've kind of been jumping around the lineup a lot, whether it's first, second, third, wherever. Where do you feel most comfortable hitting right now?
Doesn't matter. Wherever coach wants me. I've hit a lot of 3-hole here. My past 3 years especially. I think the majority of my bat's been in the third spot. So I like hitting there. I like driving in runs. So that's always fun.
I don't know how much you remember about the Super Regional against Mississippi State. Zach was talking about the atmosphere and how it was just on another level for Super Regional.
Oh yeah, definitely. I remember we were down 3 in the 8th inning that first game of the Mississippi State, and we had that big inning, and I think the 8th inning, and we came back and won that game. And to this day, I still haven't had that same energy or like just I don't know, just those vibes that were that night. I haven't had anything that's matched that so far. So hopefully we have that this weekend. But at the same time, you don't want to play those close games if you don't have to. But it's always fun when you can succeed in those big moments.
How about Cole getting the ball? Just a pair of freshmen going 1-2 in the Super Regional. It seems kind of unheard of, but here we are.
Yeah, we just. I think we have the #1 recruiting class in the nation coming into the season. I think, that just kind of goes to show that we have some really talented players. Those guys decided to come to school. I think they both could have easily gone in the draft, but they wanted to come to school, and that's just the type of guys they are. They didn't come here to just, not be dudes. They wanted to be dudes, and they wanted to get the ball in these big situations, and it seems like they thrive in those. So that's what we expect from them, and I'm sure that's what they expect from themselves.
You guys saw this team 2 years ago in Omaha. Is it kind of weird that, especially considering this season, both these teams were top 5 preseason teams, that this matchup's happening in Baton Rouge, not in Omaha?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. I can't remember the last time like a ACC school has came, down to the box for anything. Super regional or just a regular season matchup or anything like that. It always seems like the super regionals, for the most part, have been like either like an SEC team or somebody, in the middle, west side. So, it's different, I guess, with the new way they're doing the matchup. And obviously, we were matched up with an SEC team, but Florida State, won that regional. But it's a little interesting, but I think it'll make it even more fun because Florida State obviously has a rich history and with a lot of success, and they've been at Omaha a lot of times. So have we. So. It's gonna be a cool matchup this weekend.
Does it motivate you guys more when you see what Florida State did in Athens last week?
Yeah, because obviously we're not taking any team lightly, but at the same time, we know that they're going to come playing with a lot of fire and a lot of confidence in themselves, and we have to match that and take that to the next level. And we need to make sure we're playing our A game and everybody's fired up and enthusiastic the whole game, and we got to know that this team's ready to play. No matter what they did during the season, they kind of struggled like we did, I guess, during the regular season. But they're getting hot at the right time, just like us.
Does it need to be said that you guys aren't playing 40 years of Mike Martin FSU teams? You're just playing this year's team?
Oh, definitely. Coach kind of mentioned today. It's not only Mike Martin's last weekend. It's a lot of our last weekends at LSU. Some of the guys like me. Some of the seniors, some of the guys that are leaving from the draft. So, we we obviously respect all the things that he's done, but at the same time, you know, we want to leave our legacy at LSU. You know, we want to go to Omaha just as bad as they do, and you know, hopefully we can bring it this weekend and come out on top.